My good friend once asked me, how can I become a millionaire by following your bets? And my answer shocked him. It's very unlikely that you'll become a millionaire following my or anyone else's bets for that matter. But his question revealed something fascinating about why most people stay broke while a select few build real wealth. And I'm going to show you the exact mindset shift that separates successful bettors from everyone else, not just in betting, but in life as well, okay? This isn't about betting tips or secret strategies. This is about understanding the fundamental difference between creators and consumers, between wolves and sheep, and why following the herd will always keep you exactly where you are right now. So if you've ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle their entire lives, the answer has nothing to do with luck, connections, or being born into money. It has everything to do with which side of a very simple equation you choose to be on, okay? So let me start with a truth that might make you uncomfortable. Most people love the results but hate the process. They see successful bettors making money and immediately think, I want those results too. But they don't want to do the work that creates those results, right? They want to follow someone else's homework instead of learning how to do their own analysis. This is exact mentality that keeps people trapped in mediocrity forever. Because here is what research actually shows about wealth. According to the Williams Group Wealth Consultancy, 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the second generation, and 90% lose it by the third generation. This means that being born rich doesn't guarantee you'll stay rich. And more importantly, most millionaires actually started from nothing. Thomas Corley spent 5 years researching the lives and habits of 177 self-made millionaires, and what he discovered will change you how you think about success forever. He found that daily habits dictate how successful or unsuccessful you'll be in life, and that millionaires don't follow the herd. Here is the exact quote that should be burned into your brain. We so desire to blend in, to acclimate to society, to be part of the herd, that we will do almost anything to avoid standing out in a crowd. Failure to separate yourself from the herd is why most people never achieve success. You want to separate yourself from the herd, create your own herd, and then others join it, right? Think about every millionaire you know, every successful athlete, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo and his fans, Elon Musk and his followers, any successful entrepreneur and their customers. On one side you have creators, on the other side you have consumers. On one side you have wolves, on the other side you have a sheep. Tell me if you know even one follower who became a millionaire just by blindly following someone else's work or picks or bets or whatever. I don't know anyone, and if there is someone, they're in a tiny minority that proves that rule rather than breaks it, okay? All millionaires share common traits that have nothing to do with luck. They work incredibly hard, they focus intensely on their craft, they do something they are passionate about, they don't look for shortcuts, and most importantly, they don't focus primarily on money, okay? Money becomes always a side effect of their excellence, not the main goal. This is why focusing on being a successful bettor or millionaire by following someone else's bets is backward thinking. You're focusing on the outcome instead of the process that creates the outcome. In the betting world, I've identified 5 distinct categories of people, and understanding which category you are in will determine whether you ever build real wealth or stay trapped in the consumption cycle forever. First, we have lions, okay? These are the bookmakers who run the entire show. Take 98 or 95 of all the money and will always have enough sheep to feed on, because most people never evolve beyond sheep mentality. Second, we have wolves, okay? These are the bettors, betting sites and services who actually take a piece of the pie through their own skill, hard work, or some other things, okay? Wolves don't blindly follow anyone. They learn constantly, they work hard, they improve systematically, and they treat betting like a serious business. Okay? Bookmakers, sharp bettors, they all use analytics as a serious business. They might learn from others, but always to become better themselves, not to avoid doing their own work. Third, we have hyenas. These are the people selling guaranteed winners, locks, fixed games, and unrealistic dreams to naive sheep. They spend 80% of their time marketing and 20% actually analyzing, and they prey on people who want to shortcuts to wealth. Fourth, we have smart followers. Okay, these are people who learn from successful individuals to improve their own skill, not to copy their exact actions. They study successful bettors to understand principles, not to blindly tail pigs. And finally, we have sheep followers. These are people who want to get rich by following others without putting in any effort themselves. They jump from service to service, from handicapper to handicapper, blame everyone else when they lose, and never take responsibility for their own results. And here is the brutal reality about sheep followers in the betting. They always get destroyed. And here is why it's mathematically impossible for following pigs to work long term. And I'm talking about pigs, right? When someone places a bet, they get the best available odds at the moment. But by the time they send out their pick, by the time you receive it, by the time you log into your account and place the bet, the odds have already moved if you don't know what you are doing. Bookmakers are incredibly sophisticated right now. They adjust odds every single second based on their action, based on betting action, based on sharp money movement and market information. So while the original bettor might get odds of plus 100, followers often get odds of minus 110 or worse. This difference might seem small, but over time it's the difference between profit and loss. Let me show you exactly what this means. If someone achieves a 4% yield over a large sample size, which is excellent in professional betting, but you're consistently getting 10% worse odds due to timing delays, you'll actually lose money while they make money on the exact same peaks. So same peaks, you lose their win. Add in the cost of monthly services, account limitations, different geographical restrictions, and impossibility of following every single bet in a real time, and following peaks becomes a guaranteed path to disappointment. Okay, I'm talking about peaks. Okay, this is something most handicappers and betting services won't tell you because it destroyed their business model, but it's the mathematical reality of why sheep followers always get eaten by everyone else in the ecosystem. And the only way to succeed in betting or in any field that creates real wealth and success is to become a wolf. Okay, this starts with fundamental mindset shift. You must transition from being a consumer and follower to being a creator, from following others to developing your own edge, from hoping someone else will make you rich to taking responsibility for your own success. Wolves understand that there is no such thing as overnight success without effort. They know that success in betting requires learning probability theory, understanding market dynamics, sports betting models, betting projections, developing analytical skills, and building systems that create consistent edges over time that are based on probabilities and math. They treat betting like any other professional skill that requires years of development, constant improvement, and serious dedication, okay? And most importantly, wolves focus on the process rather than the money. They're passionate about analyzing games, okay? Finding value and improving their craft, okay? Losing bettors always focus on money, right? Money becomes a natural result of their excellence rather than the primary motivation. I know that this sounds strange, but this is exactly how all successful people think in every field. They fall in love with the process of getting better, and wealth follows naturally, okay? And here's what this means practically. Instead of looking for someone else's picks to follow without even understanding the math behind it, start building your own analytical framework or start focusing on betting model projections. Instead of hoping someone else will do the work for you, develop your own skills in probability assessment and value identification, okay? Instead of focusing on getting rich quickly, focus on getting good slowly through deliberate practice and continuous learning. The beautiful thing about this approach is that once you develop real skills, once you become generally good at identifying value and managing risk, you're no longer dependent on anyone else's success, okay? You've built something that belongs to you, something uniquely that cannot be taken away, that gets better over time rather than worse. But here's another uncomfortable truth. Most people will never make this transition because it requires work, patience, and taking responsibility for your own results, right? And it is way easier to follow someone else and blame them when things go wrong than it is to develop your own skills and take full accountability for your decisions. But the people who became millionaires and successful people, whether in betting or in any other field, are the ones willing to do that, to do what others won't do. They study when others are watching TV, they practice when others are looking for shortcuts, they take responsibility when others are making excuses or blame others. So if you want to build real success through betting or anything else, you must first make the decision to become a wolf rather than remaining a sheep. This means developing your own skills, creating your own edges, and taking full responsibility for your own results. It means falling in love with the process or getting better rather than just dreaming about the outcomes. It means understanding that money flows from consumers to creators, not only in sports betting, and deciding which side of that equation you want to be. Okay, the choice is, of course, entirely yours. I don't tell you what to do. You can continue being a sheep follower who hopes someone else will make you rich, or you can start the difficult but rewarding journey of becoming a wolf who creates their own success through skill, effort, and determination. Okay, so lions, wolves, and hyenas will never turn sheep into winners. Okay, sheep must first turn themselves into wolves, and only then can they start building real wealth that lasts. So, if you like this message, hit like, subscribe, and visit underdogchance.com to learn more about my way of betting, my sports betting mall projections, life, mindset. And always remember, nothing I share here is advice. It's just my perspective, my story, my experience. Don't listen to me. For some, it might spark change, but for others, maybe not. But whatever you take from it, own it, test it, and take full responsibility for how you use it, because this is the only way how you become a wolf. Okay? I hope it was helpful. Thank you.